Riva had already died whilst I was holding her before the ambulance arrived, so I knew that there was nothing that they could do for her. Colonel von Rensburg said to me that because I was the only person in the house that they are going to charge me.
This is Praat, which will be pronounced correctly by Pepijn because it's a Dutch word. Praat, there you go, excellent. So this is Praat, and we've got the waveform up here, which gives an indication of some of the volumes. So we're not seeing massive difference. Just looking at here, we're not seeing huge differences in volume. We have the pause in the middle, but we do see this kind of pitch shift. So there is certainly far higher here. So this is the, that's up here. And then when we shift down to here, we have a different pitch shift. So given the time it takes to do this, and if we think about emotion and sadness, and felt sadness in particular tends to be far more pervasive and does impact the vocal cords quite considerably, causing tension and tonal changes. To have that sudden shift from is quite dramatic. So I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not saying you can't regulate it like that, but you do need to kind of step back and go, well, that is quite a dramatic shift here to here. This is a great piece of software just to, when you are analyzing audio, that you can actually see those shifts up and down in pitch and volume, but it is quite important. And it's this area here, is that amount of time like possible to regulate from to it does seem like quite the challenge, but he could be very good at regulating. He could be like Pepijn, who has the ability to regulate quite often, or does regulate emotion very well. So we don't know the capacity that people have, but it's certainly something that we would want to observe and notice and think, okay, what could be happening here? But because we've got the content differences as well, we do have a rationale for why there might be more emotion in this section to this section, but the fact that it's so quick a change is interesting. Pepijn.
Shouldn't it also be like more plausible if there was something like a scraping of the throat or something, because now nothing's happened. It's just a pause. I mean, if your vocal cords are being contaminated by the emotion, let's say, it makes more sense, right, if you just cough or scrape your throat, whatever, just to get it off. And
if you think about emotion as having a profile, you can take that for all of the channels. So we have the people don't suddenly talk like this, and then they go like this, so that it goes from here to there, and then it starts to creep in, and then it comes back up, and then it comes back down again. So we have that profile in face, we have it in body language, we have everything. So you don't just suddenly put on a sad face, you don't suddenly have a sad voice. It has a gradual shift. So you're right, if this had gone, clear throat, clear throat, clear throat, then talk, then it might have added something. But because you have that sudden drop with nothing in there, then again, that's not something that we would typically see. Again, does not mean, oh, they're guilty because that happened. But it's certainly something that's interesting. Anyway, thank you very much. We are going to take a break now, a bit longer. So we're going to go for the hour, so you can go and get your sustenance, whatever time of the day it might be. Get some sustenance, make sure you have a drink, have some food, have some cigarettes if that's what floats your boat, and then come back in 1 hour and we will carry on the session. See you all soon.